Alright, I am finally done with the drip irrigation to my cut flower garden and my salad bar. I just need to get a end cap to put on that tube right there, and then it'll be all set to go. I decided to use this drip tape, the flat drip tape, for all of my plots here in the cut flower garden. And then this main tube here is called the distribution tube. It's about 1/2 inch, and so this is where all of the water will come through the main line, the distribution line, which connects all the way over there, and then it elbows, and then goes to that corner and elbows again, and then there'll be like a system my husband's gonna set up for me. Here you could turn the water on and off. I need to read the instructions to see which way is on, which one is off. And then I secured it down with these garden staples. I did 3 rows in here for all of the lettuce. It's a very dirty job, and my fingers are so sore, only because I made it too hard, of course. There is this little thing that you would use to poke holes, and you can get all of this from Home Depot. So you use this little tip here, and it would poke a hole into the distribution line, and then these knobs here have a 1/4 1/4 inch kind of like a knob like this too, and you just gently push it in. What I was doing was I was doing it way too hard. I was using all my weight to poke in the holes, using all my weight to push that into the distribution line. But what I found was, if you just gently poke the hole, just twist and gently put it, gently and twist, the hole will puncture and make a hole for you. You don't need to put all your weight on it. This is how it looks like. This tip here goes into the hole. This is a 1/4 inch into the hole that you would have created in your distribution line. And so the ends, how you would cap it off is you would take a really sharp scissor, cut the band, and then fold it in half, and then stick it into this thing right here. You just stick it in there. Super easy. Not that hard at all. I'm definitely going to have my husband come through and like double check everything and make sure everything's in nice and tight. I decided to get these knobs so that I can be able to control which rows actually need water and which ones don't. And then, so that's the distribution line, and then it connects to this elbow right here, and then the elbow is connected to another distribution line that goes up. You do it. He's going to have some kind of thing and put it right there. I'll show you guys in a little bit how it looks like, and then he'll set it up. He'll have to dig and put some wires, dig some wires from the sprinkler system. I don't know, guys. I don't know all that stuff. He's gonna take care of that for me. It's been raining a lot here in Minnesota, and so the weeds are just crazy right now, and I just can't get ahead of the weeding at all this year so far. It is about mid-June, and the weeding is just crazy. It grows back so fast because of all the rain. But as you can see, I connected these are 1/4 inch drip tubing. So every 6 inch there's a hole, and then it's a 1/4 inch tubing. And what I did was I just wrapped it around all of my plants. I did 2 of them, one from here, right here. So it's the same process. I poked a hole, and then I used a so actually to connect the tubing, let me show you guys. So these are the ones that you would use to connect the 1/4 inch tubing to the distribution line. And then you would poke a hole, put one end into the distribution line, and then the tube would go into the other. The 6 inch emitter drip line would go into the other end. And then I got these two just in case I mess up. They're called goof plug. These are all from Home Depot, and these are 1/4 inch, and you would use these to plug any holes that you don't need water coming out of, or if you accidentally like poked a hole and you decided to change your mind, you don't need it. The landscape pins that I use from Walmart. It comes in a pack of 40. I don't know if it's gonna hold down the 1/4. I know that it will hold down the 1/4 inch irrigation tubing, but I don't think it will hold down the 1/2 inch. And so I got some bigger ones, these guys from Walmart, to hold down the 1/2 inch distribution line, and I'm hoping that it's strong enough to hold it. I need this to be completely like automated and working on its own. Oh my gosh, this robin just flew over my shoulder.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn on the water, dude.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard water. Okay, he's turning it on. Oh, I hear water. I hear water.
Okay.
Oh, I see water coming out of the clamp right there. Oh, wow, I hear it. Oh my gosh, there it is. It's working. Yay. I hear a loud noise over here. Oh, what's going on over here? I need you to fix that one. Look at these. Wow, this is coming out. These emitters are coming out really fast. Wow. That one. I did not do a good job.
This hole did go out. You need to plug that hole.
Remember, I couldn't find the hole?
That hole went at an angle.
Alright, so we ran the tests and it is working. I'm so happy. And it's so funny, I was telling my husband that this spring has been one of our wettest springs, and we decided to put a drip irrigation in when it's like our wettest spring and we don't really need it yet. But I'm hoping that this summer it'll be so hot that we'll have to turn it on. I love it. The drip, drip, drip. Love it. My husband had to walk through and go through and tighten up those these here, tighten it up because they were all popping out. So he had to use pliers to tighten them up. And some of my emitter holes here are a little crazy, and they are emitting a lot of water, so I have to fix that. I'll probably just bury it in. I wanted to show you guys also what we ended up doing to the hole that I messed up on right here. Right here. I ended up having to, because I punctured it in a weird angle, we couldn't fit this valve in there very well, and so we couldn't tell if it was punctured or not until we had tested the water. And as you can see from the previous earlier in this movie, that I did puncture it and it was just at a weird angle. So to resolve it, what we decided to do was just go ahead and cut it and put this, oh my goodness, I'm horrible. Is it a splitter? I guess it's a splitter, a 1/4 inch splitter, and just stick the distribution line on each end, and that worked. And so I also wanted to share the system that we have set up here. This was a part that my husband found at Home Depot. These wires here, they are connected to our sprinkler system. This is the water hose that connects to our spout on the side of our house, and then this is the distribution line, and it looks like he just clamped it on and then used the zip ties to zip tie it onto the fence. And what he also had to do was dig a little trench behind here, and connect it to our sprinklers, and then put some tubing, underground tubing, and then the wires, and then the wires came out through here from in the ground here somewhere. Yep, right here. This is how he did it. And so he's gonna tie this all down, and then and then this is all controlled. Our sprinkler system is controlled by an app called Wise, W-Y-Z-E. We want everything to be automated, and so our sprinkler systems are all automated by the app, and now my cut flower garden, which is awesome. This is just to give you guys an idea of how we are doing it. You know, my husband and I, we are not professionals. We are very amateur at gardening and at these kind of stuff, and so, but we just wanted to share how we are doing it. I know there's like lots of ideas out there. There's also a timer that you can get where you can actually time the watering of your irrigation. They sell that at Home Depot also. I almost went that route until my husband had this brilliant idea, and so definitely you can look into that also. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there on irrigations, and so definitely I recommend to do your research and pick the one that is best suited for you in your scenario. And so this pretty much wraps up the video on the irrigation that I have set up for my cut flower garden. This has been a long time wish for many years. Last year we just added the cut flower garden, but I've always wanted to add irrigation over there, and it's just too far from our water spout, and we don't want to do any major digging, so that will probably be something we may never do, or maybe in the future if I can convince my husband. But for now, I am just very happy that I don't have to worry about watering my cut flower garden anymore. And so I can't wait to see the progress and how things are going to grow. I definitely know that this will help reduce the powdery mildew and the hard water stains on my flowers and leaves and stuff. So I hope this video was interesting, and that it'll help give you ideas and help kind of educate you too, and with all the tips and tricks that we learned from setting this up, you know, be ready to work hard and to get dirty, and your fingers will be a little numb, but it'll be all worth it at the end.